Hello friends, how you doing? Day 1745. We're doing amazing. I just want to come and just share with you some thoughts on a quote that I read. It's actually from Aristotle. He said that it is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Have you ever thought about that? I would probably add to his quote. Let's say, so it's the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. And I would add dismissing a thought as well. And so what does that mean? That means that you don't actually have to accept any ideas or thoughts just because it's presented to you. Did you know that? As kids, we basically accept anything that comes. But as an adult, hopefully you've developed something called critical thinking. Meaning you read something, you listen to something, and you don't necessarily accept it right away as a belief or a value. But at the same time, are you able to listen to a thought and not dismiss it as well? Sometimes people, they just want to be right, that no matter what somebody says, they just say, oh, I don't agree, or it's not aligned with what I already believe, so I'm just going to not even accept that. And I find, the interesting thing is that I found that a lot of my closest friends growing up and into my early adult years have been people who are very opposite to me, who value all the same things or similar things, but just the way we see things and see life is actually very different. And those are the people that I actually appreciate the most, because that's when I can learn the most. I already know what I think. I already know how I think and what I believe. I see the world through my own lens. I really appreciate, I'm grateful when people actually share their perspectives and their points of view, because that way, and the only way, I can actually learn from different angles from the same situation or the topic or what have you. And obviously, when things are emotional to someone, we tend to not be too rational. And it's hard to actually have a conversation with somebody when they're too emotional. Obviously, with what happened yesterday with assassination, some people, they can't handle a narrative that is different from what they already believe. And my question, or my first thought is, why not? Like, is it that hard to potentially be wrong? For some reason, it is. For some people, it is. They have to be right, that they cannot accept any other narrative contrary to what they already believe. And, for me, I believe that that contributes to the direction that the world is going to right now, which is not a good direction. Even through COVID, it was amazing, actually, how many people showed who they are. And some of them, I was actually really surprised. I was like, wow, I did not think you were that way. I'll just say that. And there are a few people that unfriended me, which is fine with me. They basically told me that, hey, I cannot accept any other belief or perspective than the one that I already currently do. And I was surprised with some people. I was like, wow, I had a certain amount of respect for you before. And now it's like, wow, okay, you can't even accept the potential that you might be wrong, or a different perspective than what you already have. And to me, I was like, wow. I think that, again, that creates more division. I think, how do we move forward in life? How do we move forward together as a society? I think we need to get to a point where we can actually sit down, have a debate, have a conversation where we don't shut down, where we don't resort to violence, where we're actually there curious to actually learn about the other person's point of view. Because, well, simple question. Do you know everything? I definitely don't. There's so much I need to learn. I know, like, this much of whatever there is out there. And I think that's the way with most people, if we're honest with ourselves, right? And the only way we can grow and move forward is by allowing different perspectives to be shared. And again, going back to the quote, you don't have to accept whatever ideas or perspectives that I share with you. You don't have to accept it. My hope is that you don't automatically dismiss it just because it's different from what you think or how you view that topic or that circumstance or that event. Anyways, that's kind of all I wanted to share, my friends. Just because of what happened yesterday and I ran across this quote, I was like, how are we in terms of, I don't know what the word is. It's escaping my mind. It's on the tip of my mind, I can't think of it. Anyways, I just wanted to kind of just put that out there and hopefully, you are able to be open to new ideas. Hopefully you are able to develop your critical thinking skills and understand that you don't have to accept anything that's actually shared with you. Okay, that is all, my friends. I'll see you guys tomorrow.